Yeah.
Just as a character.
Well, he's going to be... Well, what are your thoughts on that Jared Leto's one? Did you see the pictures?
I did see the pictures. Yeah.
What do you think?
It's interesting. I mean, I do have respect for Jared Leto as a performer, as an actor. He's done some interesting shit.
He does really interesting characters.
You know, I thought it was a nice choice.
I feel like as soon as people stop using Johnny Depp, because frankly he's a box office flop currently.
Well, it's true. I mean,
they're just gonna transition.
Johnny Depp.
They're just gonna transition all that shit over to Jared Leto. You know, I just think he's the next.
Wow.
He's the next one.
Wow, that's a bold statement. That is a bold.
Because he plays the same weird shit. He does.
Oh, Johnny.
Jared Leto. He just plays
the same weird kind of shit
that Johnny Depp would, or yeah.
Well, all right, yeah. What do you think? What was Johnny Depp's big mistake?
Lone Ranger.
Yeah, agreed. You jump off, okay, and there's a great explosion, okay. Then after the train, you, Mr. Johnny Depp, as Tonto, and the Lone Ranger. Well, we still haven't cast yet, but we got some people on. You come together and you ride off, and you say something quippy because you know you're hilarious, and you ride off, and then we set it up for a sequel. I mean, obviously. So, Johnny Depp, Tonto, Lone Ranger. What do you think? Go.
So basically, you want me, a white actor, to play the Native American Tonto, even though originally he was played by a Native American. But you want me to do this racist thing for you for a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm in. Sign me up, man. I'm in. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't touch me. That wasn't his mistake, though. He probably got paid a mint to do that movie.
True enough.
It's just he didn't know they were making a piece of crap.
Yeah, he did. Come on.
Yeah, well.
Come on.
When he signed up, he probably didn't know.
Yeah, sounds like a great idea. Yeah.
Day 3 or 4 on set. He probably figured it out.
I'm not a Native American at all, but yeah, I'll do that because I'm a dick for that.
I hate that. There are Native American actors.
Yes, there are good ones. There are great Native American actors. There's plenty of them.
You know, that's the entire reason I watched Marco Polo, the show on Netflix. Because they actually used Asian actors, and it wasn't a bad show. It was getting panned by some critics, but I actually didn't think he was that bad.
Yeah, I didn't think it was bad. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it all the way through. I have to admit, I didn't. But it's quite complicated.
Yeah.
And at the time, I wanted some less complicated fare.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
For sure.
Right.
It's a little heavy, and it's like coming from the people who do House of Cards. They have good TV on that. Sense8. Have you watched Sense8 yet on Netflix?
You know what? I did. I watched the first episode.
That show is good. I like it.
I gotta say that it jumped around so much that I'm not sure I'm going to watch another episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Too disjointed?
I think that when you get that many characters, it becomes harder. It becomes so much less intimate, and then it starts to become less about the characters and their interactions and things like that, and more about this sort of the plot that combines them all together. And sometimes that's not as satisfying for me.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. I'm worried that will happen with the new season of True Detectives, because they've doubled sort of the main characters. They went from 2 to 4, and then of course all the ancillary people around those characters.
Yeah.
And you just start to go, is there going to be enough time?
Hollywood has a bad habit of adding too many characters to shit. Actually, I think that was the main problem in the Jurassic World movie. I think that was the more Jurassic World. I once heard an opinion that a good movie is a movie you can't stop thinking about.
True.
But I don't think that's correct with Jurassic World. I don't think that movie's good. I don't think it's good. But I can't stop thinking about it because I keep trying to figure out why it's good or bad.
Interesting. So you were invested in it enough going in that you're like, this
because it's Jurassic Park. It's Jurassic Park.
It wasn't as good as you wanted it to.
No.
Now you're still invested.
It was effectively 2 movies. One movie starring Chris Pratt and dinosaurs. That was a great action movie, and I would watch that movie every goddamn day. Complete with the shitty one-liners and like sort of bad writing. Like it was not good writing. But I don't give a shit. I didn't give a shit because that movie was great. Like he even delivered the corny, shitty lines just because he's really good at what he does.
That's the sign of really good comic actors when he
just nails it
and make it seem authentic and real.
Yeah,
you know? It's like it totally works.
And then there's a second movie about children who can't act and can't remember their motivation. Lost in the Woods, and I didn't give a shit about that fucking movie. I didn't give a fuck. Those children, they tried to recapture. They effectively were trying to shoot the exact same movie that the first one was, just elevated a little bit.
Right. Go back to
the two kids. They're in duress.
The experts.
Yeah. The fucking hated those children in this one. The kids in the first one were decent actors, carried off their roles wonderfully. These kids cannot fucking act. They just got good-looking kids, and they're annoying every time they're on screen. Every time they're on screen, you just want them not to be on screen.
You want to slap them.
I was hoping that the main dinosaur would eat them. Hello, my brother. My younger brother.
I'm your younger brother.
We are in the Jurassic Park.
Ooh, look how beautiful. Thank you, Auntie, for bringing us to Jurassic Park World.
It's fun.
Look at the beautiful dinosaurs.
Oh no, look, a bad dinosaur. Like, legitimately, because that would provide some good drama to the fucking movie that never existed.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it. And I got to tell you, I may not at this point until it's available.
I'm sure you've been hearing it from more than just me.
Actually, most people are just like, "Oh, that was so good and so much fun."
Who of movie people has said that? And our group of movie people.
Our group of movie people.
And yes, I'm being pretentious right now. Shut up. Come at me, Scrub Lord. I'm ripped in real life.
Dorothy, Mike
she
Johnson.
liked it?
Yeah, she liked it.
Mike Johnson.
Yeah,
no, you know what? That means it's bad.
Yeah, whoa.
Fuck you, Mike. I love you, Mike. I love you, Mike. He didn't watch this. He's not watching this. He's not watching this.
I gotta tell you that I'm probably at this point more interested to see the new Terminator.
No, I don't give a shit about that movie at all. I'm not going to see that at all.
I will pay $5 to see the new Terminator.
I'm not going to see that movie at all. I do not care.
Just don't go with me then.
No.
Just don't go with me, Mike.
I'm not going to. As you can see, Batman Arkham Asylum is playing in the background. It is the first Batman game from Rocksteady Studios. It came out 2006, 2007. Okay.
Oh! I'm sorry, we were looking for 2009. 2009. So close. So close. Yeah, I mean, I remember.
2008, maybe?
Yeah.
But it's based on the Arkham Asylum comic book. Have you ever read the Arkham Asylum?
I'm familiar. I have not read
one of my personal favorite Batman comics ever. One of my personal favorite comics ever, really. Because just so gritty, so dark.
Yeah,
and to give you spoilers, but it doesn't give you spoilers on the game, just spoilers on the book. It's so... What happens to Batman is so insane and crazy. He gets locked in Arkham for a while, but basically, at the end, he's not sure if he's the crazy one or if they're the crazy ones.
Yes, indeed.
Like, Joker convinces him a little bit that he's just as insane as any of them. And that's some good fucking writing.
Yeah. and that's based. I mean, it's kind of true.
It is.
I mean, even in the real world of today.
To make a two-face pun, it's just two sides of a different coin.
There you go.
Same coin. I mean,
totally true. They do psychological studies between like criminals and cops and how similar that shit is. So just, I mean, so yeah, I totally see that.
It's just where compass points and hasn't. Yeah.
What motivates you? For sure.
But the newest in the line, the technical fourth but third that Rocksteady Studios has done. They didn't do the last one, Origins, which was a prequel that was given to another studio, and frankly, it wasn't as good and it was rather panned amongst critics.
Ooh.
Yeah. The first two, Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, were incredible games. I own them both, and I go back and I've replayed them probably each 3-4 times. I love those games.
Gotcha.
There's a new one out, Arkham Knight is what it's about. And spoiler, if you give a shit, you probably don't. It's doing a take on the Man in the Red Hood storyline that they do.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know Man in the Red Hood?
Yes, I am familiar.
Yeah, Man in the Red Hood is basically the story of Jason Todd, who was the second Robin, and actually the first Robin to disobey Batman.
Right.
Straight, just disobey orders from Batman. And basically, in the Red Hood storyline, he dies. Ra's al Ghul brings him back to life using the whatever pool. I don't remember what it's called. And he comes back to Gotham to fix it in a way Batman refuses to, by killing everybody. He just starts killing the bad guys as opposed. And his argument is, how many people has the Joker killed just because you wouldn't fucking do it? And it's actually a decent argument.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still a murderer.
Sure.
He's absolutely a murderer.
Absolutely. It comes down to the motivation behind it.
Yes,
sure.
yes, and it becomes Batman's will to simply rise above.
Right. Was that storyline came out was that the 90s? Was that I'm trying to remember when I.
Well, Jason Todd came back in the late 80s, I think.
Oh, so sorry, that is incorrect. The character did die in 1988, but was brought back in 2005 for the storyline Under the Hood.
Knew that! Okay. Jason Todd goes all the way back to the 70s, I believe.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because it was Dick Grayson's the first one, then Jason Todd, and then Tim Drake, then Stephanie Brown, if you count Stephanie Brown.
Look at him.
And then, and then Damian Wayne, who's the current Robin.
Damon Wayans is the current Robin?
No, Damian Wayne. Batman's son.
Batman had a kid?
Batman had a kid with Ra's al Ghul's daughter.
He had a black kid with racist with.
No, we didn't have a black kid.
Damon Wayans, that little dude, the littlest, tiniest.
What's weird is all the boy Robins are white kids with black hair, and I'm like, you got a type, dude. Apparently. Except for Stephanie Brown was a blonde, and lo and behold, he kicks her out. Only female Robin. Only female Robin.
Different spin completely on Bruce's sort of, need to help young boys become men.
Hello, Jimmy.
Hi, Batman.
I'm really sorry your parents died.
Me too.
My parents died when I was just a boy.
That's too bad.
How would you like to come home with me, Jimmy?
Okay, it sounds good.
I could take care of you.
Okay, a little weird, but okay.
I could be your legal guardian.
It sounds okay. You're kind of rich and stuff.
Do you mind if we dye your hair black?
Okay, it's pretty weird, but sure, let's do that.
How do you feel about spandex, Jimmy?
Okay, I'm out, thanks. But the new game that came out, so the new game came out. It's fantastic. People are really loving it. It was developed for consoles and then ported to the PC by a third party.
Third-party motherfuckers.
The problem is the port doesn't work with certain graphics cards.
Really?
Frame rate, the game's set at 30 frames per second, and the frame rate drops through the fucking floor in certain parts.
Really?
Most notably the parts with the Batmobile in it, and that's like, the Batmobile's kind of really big in this game.
Batmobile. Sure.
Yeah. And people are really fucking mad. And, it's the internet. Extremely vocal minority.
Right.
But it's coming out now. The WB owners of all of this stuff knew about it before they shipped the game.
Oh!
And just did it anyway. It's gotten so bad. They were hoping that it wouldn't have. that not many people who bought it would have these specific cards. It sounds like.
Do you know what card specifically? Is it like
AMD something?
Okay.
I think AMD. Am I talking about my ass here?
No.
Okay. No, I'm pretty sure that's what was said. But AMD something, and it got so bad they pulled it from all digital distribution. Steam, no brick and mortar shops carry the PC version anymore. They completely pulled the game.
Wow.
Here's what I want to ask you.
Okay.
I want to buy this game on Friday for the console. It works entirely on the console. It's just perfect.
Okay.
And apparently storyline's great.
Okay.
Am I promoting something bad by purchasing the game? Am I promoting poor industry consumerism choices by purchasing the game, even though it works and was originally designed for the consoles?
Right.
Riddle me this, Hoffschild. Do you A, buy the game and promote corporate indecency, or B, not buy the game and miss out on an important Batman storyline?
Buy the game.
Wrong! The answer is C! Buy the game, tell everyone you didn't, and then lampoon the company online!
How is that a riddle?
The Riddler!
Here's the thing: if they would have released it did they release both the console and the PC versions at the same time?
The exact same time.
That's where they fucked up.
Yes.
They could have released it on console, and then made sure it worked right, and then released it on PC.
And that's what it's going to end up being. They're saying they're giving refunds for everybody who bought it, who wants it back.
Right.
And now it looks like November they're going to be releasing the PC version.
Armed with that information, I say what you're doing is perfectly legitimate and cool and fine.
And fine?
Yep. I would not feel bad about it, because they have announced that they're going to, they're giving money back to the people who are unsatisfied, and they are going to fix the problem. If they were being dicks about it and says, buy a new fucking video card, what you doing using an AMD video card, you should be using NVIDIA anyway, then it would be a different story completely. It'd be a big fuck you. But I think, perfectly fine.
Perfectly acceptable?
Perfectly acceptable.
Thank you. I was going to do it anyway.
If you disagree, bitch about it down there.
Come at me, Scrub Lord. I'm ripped. That's my new favorite thing. That's my new favorite thing.
Scrub Lord. I'm ripped.
Just saying like defensive YouTube comment stuff, but like at people. Like, that's my new favorite thing.
I like it.
Fucking troll. Fuck you. I know judo.
Oh man! Speaking of judo, did I tell you I have a nose tumor? Segway.
Shut up!
I totally have a nose tumor. Is
it the cancer?
It is not. It is not the cancer. It is not the cancer. Nobody panic. I am going to be fine. Ish.
Unless you don't want him to be fine and then totally panic.
So I got this nose tumor, right? And I go to the doctor, and my regular, physician guy who's pretty awesome, and he looks at my nose and he says, I think I know what it is, but I want you to see a specialist and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Okay, so for those of you who don't have nose tumors, here's what you need to know: is that
I have a feeling that's going to be a high percentage of the audience.
It's not like I'm a nose picker. Sometimes you got to reach in and you got to get some shit. There's no doubt about that. But I'm not like this constant, guy who's always got a finger up his nose, because that's just kind of weird.
You just did it.
I'm demonstrating for the purposes of demonstration.
Sure.
That shit's funny because it's funny. People are laughing right now. So right inside in here on the septum, I got this like growth thing, and it got to the point where it was actually getting in the way of breathing. All right? It's closing off the nasal passage. Anyway, here's the thing. I go to the specialist.
Yeah.
And I'm very upfront. I'm very upfront. I'm like, there is a growth, a tissuous mass, trying to speak all, doctory, on the septum in my left nostril. And he's a doctor.
Yeah.
So I figure, he would probably want to check that out.
Yeah.
But this guy, he must be doing this whole delayed satisfaction exercises because he's like, oh, so on your left septum, very good. All right. Well, let's take a look at your throat. And I'm like, okay. All right. Well, let's take a look at your right nostril. And I'm like, but it's in my left. Well, just take a look at it. Looks in, it's totally clear. There's no problem, because that's not where the problem is. So finally, he looks at the left nostril. Yeah, that's where it is. And he goes, oh, there it is.
I fucking hate that so much.
I know that's where it is. That's where I told you it was. Ooh, movie time. Boom.
So you want to watch a movie, eh? Are you sure you want to watch a movie? I mean, TV, Netflix,
we talked
video games.
We talked about watching a movie. So, boom.
And you want to watch this movie?
Yeah, I want to watch this one. This is a great movie.
Oh, Chad. All those movies over there. You went over there and are you sure you want to watch this movie?
Fucking dick sometimes, man.
Oh, it's okay. No, it's just pretty good, though. Yeah, we can do that. That makes me so incredibly angry.
So, but then...
Like, burn down an orphanage angry.
What is so angry with? See, to me, that's some funny shit.
No.
Why are you so angry
I have
about it?
real problems with the medical industry in this country.
Oh, no, really? I just pushed a button, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh,
I fucking hate the large sections of the medical industry in this country.
No, it's not that.
That is you catching a symptom of an incessant problem.
And it's not that. I mean, I'm fine with the fact that he checked the other things too. I mean, because they're all connected. But why not check what I talked about first?
Yeah.
Get a sense of it. Look at it and go, oh yes, well there's a growth there. Of course there is. Let's see if it's going anywhere else. No, now it's more like, well, let's look at everything else first because I want the last thing I see to be that big tumor in your nose, because that would be incredibly satisfying for me as a doctor. I mean, that's kind of what it felt like. It's like, wow, he's.
Whew. I really hate the medical industry.
What happened to you that you hate? This anger has come up. I mean,
it's not just me. It's not just me.
Is it about your anus? I mean, is it something specific that, like, is it a sexual thing? Like suddenly?
No, my problem is how many kids end up with a shitload of medication just because nobody looks at what's actually wrong with them.
Yeah,
how many people have problems that go unproperly diagnosed because they're no, it's this thing, but they didn't actually do the proper test because the person couldn't afford it for some reason.
But in this particular case, there's a piece of me that kind of understands, delaying that satisfaction of waiting till last.
No, it's a know-it-all tendency. It's a know-it-all tendency.
Of course it is. But, they do it all the time. So it's like, you got to make it kind of interesting. To me, it's not unlike, going to, like, you're going to watch a double feature starring Dennis Quaid, right? So you have,
what year is it?
So you have like Inner Space,
1993 or
Inner Space, and you've got like The Big Easy, right?
Dennis, all the people you could pick, and you went with Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid, not Randy Quaid. Dennis Quaid.
Well, no shit, not Randy Quaid.
So Inner Space. Like Big Easy or The Right Stuff. More people probably know The Right Stuff.
Quaid.
But why would you watch The Right Stuff first?
You just showed your age in a hard way. Love all the new songs on the radio. Have you heard heard the new Queen EP? Love that. Oh, so, man. Did you get it removed?
Well, see, that's it. They took they biopsied it, right, and that was a total weird shit as well. Very quickly, when you got shit going on in your nose, and they're doing stuff inside there, there's a tendency to want to sneeze.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. So they're digging around in there, right?
Please tell me you sneezed right in that douchebag's mouth.
They're like digging around in there, I'm conscious enough of what is going to happen, right? So I say, they're constantly like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? You okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine," but I feel a sneeze coming on, and suddenly everybody went. It just spread. It was like Moses on the Red Sea. It was just like everybody just left, and then this incredibly nice physician's aide nurse person just reached in and just pinched my nose off. just pinched it off, and I went, and it was fine. But then I was like, I gotta sneeze again, and this time there was a globule. And yes, I got the doctor right up here, dude.
I hate you. I could have gone all day without that.
I know it. You're welcome, Internet.
Because it's going to be bloody, too, right?
Oh, yeah. He was like, "Can I get a wipe for my suction, please?" So it's called my suction. It's my suction. It's my abduction.
This open mic's really going downhill.
And it's all about seduction for my suction.
I think he's talking about blowjobs.
That's my new favorite term for blowjob.
My suction. Yes, nice.
You know what adorable term for blowjob Andrea taught me?
What?
Mouth hug.
Oh. I like to, this one goes out to my girlfriend. I call her my little bug. My bug, it gives me the mouth hug. Feels real good when she does it right, because sometimes she doesn't.
Alright, this song's definitely about blowjobs.
Mouth hug.
Mouth hug. How adorable is that?
God, that's so much easier to ask for, too. Honey, could I have a mouth hug?
You know what my term is I use for her?
Oh my God, I'm crying a
No,
little bit.
my term is for use for her when I'm hitting on her.
What?
I do. I'm giving away some shit right now. She might not be happy with this. But I'm just going. You got some time for me? And that's.
Yeah, thanks for letting me be here tonight. You got some time for me, yeah. Maybe we can do some stuff in the bedtime. Do you got some time for me, yeah.
You've made everyone leave. It's time for you to go.
But I was...
You scared away all the goddamn customers. Get the fuck out. You're not coming back here, and no, I'm not validating parking.
Come on, man. I just had one more. I have 3 more songs left. Well, 4 more if you
I'm
count.
gonna break the goddamn guitar.
Okay.
And it's become colloquial for let's do stuff.
You got some time
Let's put stuff in other stuff.
Oh my God.
Do you have any terms? No, let's do it. Amy's not gonna fucking watch
No,
this.
she's totally not gonna watch that. Nothing like that, man. Mine are all pretty regular. So, feel like fucking?
No, you do not say that.
I don't
you
say
do not say that.
No, I don't say that. It's true. I don't.
Nobody would ever say that.
No,
in a non-Rodney Dangerfield movie.
Mine are all completely unverbal. It's all about
Walks around naked with a boner.
Well, I was getting to that, but yeah, now you just totally ruined it. So.
I'm sorry. That's what she said.
Can I get some help with this?
Oh, that's so.
Boo!